blue screen. Sean B steps in where the cuts run deep. From a New York state of mind she was born to see. What gets lost in the dark, what they don't want to speak. Silk in her voice, but the questions hit hard. Pulling back the curtain, laying truth on the yard. Every hush-hush story, every shadow clue. She's piecing up the pain till the whole thing comes through. She don't chase noise, she follows the trail. When the headlines miss, she will still unveil. With a sharp-eyed soul and a heart that knows some stories need light so the healing can grow. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. For the tears unseen and the cries turn low, she be lifting up the weight that the world let go. Every fact she finds got a purpose and pulse. Every case she touches makes the silence convulse. No cheap thrills, just grace and fire. Taking buried details higher and higher, where the whispers get drowned and the weak get missed. She's a soulful reminder they still exist. She can feel when the story ain't sitting right. So she walks through the dark just to bring back light. With that grown woman glow and pivotal flare, she's reaching for the truth 'cause it's waiting there. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. That city soul, that uptown grace, and a mind that can read what time can't erase. So gather round close, let the story unfold. Some truths need a voice, some hearts need a hold, and she won't let the quiet just fade away. She's turning low, whispers into words that stay. And you tune in, let the realness rise. Let the realness rise. Revealed, and every story matters.
Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Hey, Rhapsody. First up in the building, out the bushes. In the building, first to come through the door. Hey, boo. I am truly looking forward to keeping what's hidden, bringing it to light. There are some out here that I have heard, Rhapsody, say that I think I know everything, right? And it's laughable to me. Good morning, Steptoe and Tutu. Good morning, babies. It's laughable to me because at least, at least 75% of my videos, I clearly say, if I'm wrong, please correct me. And I'm not being sarcastic. I know in at least, I could pick out 10 videos off the top of my head where I have said, wow, I did not know that. Y'all tell me some more. What do y'all, I say in all my videos, tell me what y'all know. Tell me what y'all think. Good morning, Tina. Hey, boo. I say it all the time. But see, what I think is happening, y'all, I think what it is people don't like my voice. People don't like the fact that I'm speaking. They don't like my delivery because it comes with conviction and I stand on it. And they don't like that. You know what I mean? Rhapsody says, yes, you tell them you did what they thought. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. The hate, the shade is beautiful. I love it. I love it. Because what it tells me is I'm doing something. The light is definitely shining bright on these lies and the cover ups. You know what I mean? And the false narratives. Okay. Rhapsody said, did you tell them you did what they thought? I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, Terry, big bro. Hey, Sunflower. Sunflower says, good morning, Miss Sean B. in chat. I jumped and caught your live. Hold on, where'd that go? Come back here. Keep speaking truth unedited. I don't know no other way, boo. I don't know no other way. I'm gonna put that up there, big bro. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. But yeah, when that was brought to my attention yesterday, I said, wow, I wonder if that was before or after I read that poem over on Gossip and Giggles platform yesterday. Now I know I said I wasn't gonna be on the internet, and I lied. I was in the bushes. I was in a few bushes. Tutu says, Miss B, I was just watching this story this morning. Well, good, baby. Right on time. Isn't that ironic? And so while I was watching Gossip and Giggles live, and I was so motivated by it, I grabbed my trusty notebook and pen, and I indeed penned a poem. Um, I'm going to read it at the end of this because our beloved Romika deserves her own space in my life, and she will always get just that. I will not couple her, put her up on a screen with anyone else, as well as the other victims of their own individual stories. They deserve their own space on my live. So somebody remind me. I will read that at the end for those who didn't catch it on Gossip and Giggles live. Okay, the other thing is, y'all know what occurred, what should I say? What I thought about yesterday. It is unfortunate that there are content creators out here that instead of allowing for other content creators to be noticed, announced, celebrated even. Hey lady, hey Bookie. They will instead say, don't mention no CCs on my channel. I find that I mean, albeit it's their channel, they can run it the way that they want, but my opinion can be said the way that I want. And my opinion is that's very selfish, right? In my opinion, it shows a level of insecurity, right? That content creator feels like if you mention somebody else's channel in their chat or on their panel, that it's going to take something away from them. And that's very unfortunate because I feel like your brand should speak for you, right? And what's meant for you is meant for you. That's number one. Number two, YouTube is enormous. And just because you subscribe to one person does not mean that if you go to subscribe to someone else, excuse me, that you're unsubscribing from them. It's not what that means, right? It means that you are actually exercising your right to walk these YouTube streets, stroll as you may, and either participate in listening or chatting with whomever, wherever you go. Lady Mysterious said good morning real loud. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you for that and more, but you know that. But thank you. Thank you, boo. Sunflower says, I've heard that, and I don't like that. Selfish, in my opinion. And I agree with you, Sunflower. It's very selfish. Sunflower said, right, because everybody watches some of the same people. Exactly. And the beautiful thing about social media is, and individuality for that matter, we all have different deliveries, right? If we are true crime content creators, are we not supposed to be individuals? Are we not supposed to have our own delivery? Add to the story, um, encourage others to go find the truth wherever they may. Are we not supposed to enlighten and educate people on facts of the matter? Are we not? I here on my channel bless each and every one of y'all to go and find it, listen, dissect it, put it back together with what you believe the truth is, and discuss it wherever you're comfortable. I give flowers all the time. Lady says, some CC feels because they have a distaste in another CC. You don't supposed to go to their house. Man, listen. If you're invited, answer RSVP, damn it. Okay? If you are invited, RSVP. You understand what I'm saying? Haha, the backstabbing thing that they do is their channel, their name, their profile is the name of their channel. And so what they'll do instead is they'll go in your chat and they'll say hi. But what does that do, y'all? What does that do? Nobody has to announce their name, right? Nobody has to put that CC's channel name in the chat because they did it themselves when they came in and said hi. That's not lost on me, you hypocritical motherfuckers. That's not lost on me. But guess what? Because I'm so secure in my spot, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. You needed to do that. I didn't. I didn't need you to come in my chat and do that, but you did. So I hope you get all the subscribers and members that your heart and your broke ass pockets can stand, because that's backstabbing. You'll come into somebody's chat and say hello just so that your profile name is there, but nobody better say another CC's name in your shit. Ain't that a bitch? Lady said, yes, Sean B. I heard you say 2-1 yesterday. We have no issues. We good. Meaning they didn't have to stay in the bushes. They're welcome. And I mean that. I mean that. I hold no grudges. We're grown people here. Even if we have a difference of opinion about anything, everything, it doesn't mean that we can't be adults and discuss it. That's not what it means to me, anyway. To me, it means that if you really care, a healthy debate is always needed. It's always helpful. Why wouldn't it be? You know what I mean? A healthy debate is always helpful. So I find it very selfish and insecure, for that matter, and greedy. Greedy. This all me, this all me, this all me. Ain't no room over here for nobody else. This all me. Well, you're greedy and you're selfish. And God don't like that. See, in my big age, I'm trying real hard, like, to order my steps appropriately, right? Now, I know I cuss like a sailor, and I'm working on that, right? I'm working on that. But everything else that I do from the heart. And in all actuality, right or wrong, my curse words come from the heart too. Oh, I mean it. I mean it. They are deliberate. They don't slide out of my mouth. I'll be like, oh, did I say that? No, 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 no. That's not how Sean B get down. No. Lady says, we're grown and why can't we carry as? Exactly. Good morning, Sonia. Sonia says, agreed. I love healthy debates. Absolutely. Please educate me. See, I don't even call it a debate. I call it a dialogue. I like to call it a discussion. And because we're individuals and we have our own experiences, therefore our own perspectives, we're going to have our own opinion. Right? So, good morning, Jazz Yeezy Slide. See, that right there is an advertisement. But I'm not mad. Come on in, baby. Get yours. See, I'm not mad at that. That's a clear advertisement, because that's not that person's name. You know what I mean? Lady Mysterious, that is a clear advertisement of the name of her channel. I'm not mad at that. At all. At all. When Gossip and Giggles come in, when Summer Mommy comes in, if Break Room comes in, that's their name of their channel. I ain't mad at that. At all. But they also say, somebody drop the link in my chat of that person. Miss Parker said it for me. Break Room said it for me. Toot said it for me. Right? I mean, those are people that, they like to share it. This big YouTube app. But there are other motherfuckers out there that sit in my bushes every goddamn time I go live. And they absolutely will not. Sonia said that's called being grown. Lady said, me too, Sonia. You're learning from one another. Absolutely. And anyone that doesn't conduct themselves that way, you are a selfish mother. And I just want you to know that. Lady Mysterious said exactly. This big YouTube app. And see, that's that crab in the bucket shit that I be talking about, right? That's what that is. No, 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 no. You can't climb up on me. You can't climb up on me. Good morning, G and G. Good morning, girl. Hey, boo. Jed says, laugh out loud. I don't have a channel. This is a nod to an activist, reddish brown, because he wears those damn slides everywhere. Oh, okay, Jed. Thank you, boo. Thank you for clearing that up. I stand corrected. All right, baby. Thank you. But yeah, you know, I find it very selfish, self centered, and greedy. I really do. It's a crab in the bucket. No, I won't pull you up. No, I won't give you a hand up. No. And I'm going to talk about you if you ask for a handout. That's that crab in the bucket shit. Don't hold on to me. Don't grab on to my skirt. Don't grab onto my shirt. No, I will not give you a hand. I won't even say your name in my shit. People got to put CC in the chat. That's fucked up. But it's cool though. Because what God has for each and every one of us, whether we like it or not, that's what we shall have. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. Nothing. So continue to block your blessings by not shouting out other people, by not looking out for your neighbor. You go right on ahead and keep blocking your blessings. You go right on ahead. I love that for you because that's a conscious decision that you made. And seeing as though you get what you wanted, I love that for you. I really do. God is so amazing that his blessings are everlasting. They don't run out or expire. So those of us that are deserving of God's blessings, we're going to get them, whether you say our name or not. Can I get an amen? Sonia said, I really don't understand that entire concept. Supporting people doesn't mean you won't get what you want and deserve. Exactly, Sonia. Precisely. Precisely. It's very unfortunate. It really is. All right. That was the first order of business. Lady says you have some share so much love by having their mods to share other pages. So much support can be given here. Exactly. We do. Thank you. Thank you, Steptoe. Sonia says we need one another. And you are absolutely right, Sonia. And as soon as them greedy, self-serving, selfish, narcissistic mothers get that through their head, the better off they'll be. Because see, what those people do is they look at their numbers, they like, well, shit, I'm good. Okay. I love that for you. And so am I. With my numbers being right where they are. I am fabulous. Simply amazing. And every one of my supporters are as well. If you are in my chat, you are a supporter. If I'm in your chat, I am supporting. And low key, as long as I click on your stuff and I'm sitting in the bushes, I have low key supported your channel. Because I clicked. It's just that simple. A lot of people don't want to be in the chat for not nefarious reasons, not stalking reasons, not because they're lazy and don't want to do their own research or create their own content, right? Not because they want to slice and spice up on your content, but because they do truly want to hear what you have to say about a story, so that they can be enlightened and share it amongst their own conversations. And I'm good with that. But then you got some out there that don't do a lick of fucking research, or they have somebody else do it. Who did that? Who did that? Thank you, Linda. Good morning, boo. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for that gem. I have my phone on, and that's why I can see them, y'all. I said, ain't nothing getting past me this time. I want to thank y'all in real time. Sunflower says you will continue to blossom as you treat people right. Absolutely, Sunflower. Absolutely. I don't mind turning my light off so that yours can shine brighter. I don't mind that. Because, see, my spot is right there, and y'all know what I say. I'm tough in it. I'm tough in it. G and G, stop showing out now. Thank you, Bookie. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much for supporting my channel this morning. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I don't understand why people are so insecure. Well, I'm not going to say I don't understand. I think it's very unfortunate because insecurities are created. I understand that. And it's very unfortunate. And some of these people are really in a classic age that act that way. And that's unfortunate. All right. Okay, so my next form of business is I'm going to read this and then I'm going to move on. Sunflower says, exactly. It doesn't dim who you are when you walk confidently. I see that in you and a few others. Absolutely, such as Gossip and Giggles, Summer Mommy, Break Room. Absolutely. Too Uncensored. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I see integrity, right? I see confidence. We may not agree. That don't mean that they don't have confidence. It doesn't mean that what they're speaking is not the truth. We may not agree with their delivery, and I'm speaking hypothetical here because everybody I mentioned, I respect the fuck out of all of them. That's period, point blank. Okay? And I'll grace their panel and grace their chat anytime. Anytime, without shame. You know what I mean? And if I fail to mention anybody's names whose chat I do be in, charge it to my head and not my heart. I show my support when I'm in your chat. Please take that for what it is, okay? Lady Mysterious. Oh, Sunflower said, yes, G and KG walk it boldly. Exactly. Lady says, G and G, I went to her house one time and immediately subscribed. Love her channel. Exactly. Exactly. Gossip and Giggles is the name of her channel. Absolutely. Right? She speaks word. She does music, poetry, and then she just does commentary. Now, my next form of business is, ladies, I need whomever is interested in joining my book club. It was originally only meant for members. However, due to the suspected shady shit a few weeks ago when I tried to do members only, and due to the fact that we have gained here in this family so many new family members, sisters, cousins, and alike, and best friends and stuff, I don't want to exclude them, right? I don't want to. Whether they're members or not, I feel like there are people that are a member of our family here that deserves and are interested in that book club. Now, will there be specific things that members only will do? What I am going to do instead is attempt to get your information so that I could show my love to my members specifically. But unfortunately, because YouTube is so shady and so full of scoundrels, right? I have to do my book club by link only because, see, I pay for those books. And those books are not $1. Those books are not $4.99. I have to pay for my membership with Audible, and then I have to pay for the book. I only get one book a month for free. All right. The rest of that I have to pay for. And so I will not be taken advantage of. I will not. What I will do instead is individually send that link so that we can all hook up. Absolutely, Jets. Absolutely. You here, you subscribed. In order to chat, you subscribed. Your family, love. Absolutely. Now you'll become a sister and brother when you get that membership. Right now, you just a cousin. But I love you though, cuz. I'm just playing with y'all. Y'all know my humor is stupid. Y'all play with me now. Stop playing, okay? Y'all know I'm stupid and silly. I'm in a good mood, and I hope everybody else is too. What's today, Wednesday? Yeah, we on that humpback day. Let's get happy with it, y'all. It's beautiful outside. The sky is blue. The grass is green. The trees are full. Flowers are blooming. Yes, I'm in a good mood, and I hope everybody else is too. Mm-hmm. Y'all stupid. Stop that. Here go Tina and Lady. There they go. No, but seriously, yesterday was a solemn day for anybody who knows that yesterday was our beloved Romika's heavenly birthday. And I felt it. I felt it. I was quite silent yesterday. My husband came in, I kissed him, asked him did he have a good day at work. I didn't say another word for the rest of the evening. Not another word. I did not. Mm-mm. No. I talked to one of my good girlfriends earlier yesterday, and then she had some stuff to take care of. I didn't speak anymore until I went up on Gossip and Giggles platform and read that poem. Doobie came in from school. I greeted him. Didn't say another word. I just didn't feel it. It wasn't on purpose. You know what I mean? Yes, 222 said I felt it too. You know. And then I went up on Gossiping G&G's panel, and then I dropped down. I left. I didn't want to be there any longer. And it was at no fault of anyone. I was in my own shit. I didn't want to be. It was a lot of pain, a lot of hurt in that chat. And God, I didn't want to be there any longer. Right. And so I was quiet. And then my husband came in, greeted him, and then I was silent. I went to bed at 10:30 last night. 10:30. Mm-hmm. It was. Lady said, oh my gosh, if y'all didn't hear Sean B. poem, go on G&G and listen. G&G said it was a heavy day. It was. Tutu said my whole heart went out to the family. Sonia said it's like that sometimes with crime. It is. It is. And this story that I'm about to get into is no different. Sonia said I had to listen to music the majority of the day. It's very soothing. It really is. Sonia, I'm still waiting on you to call me too, girl. But it's okay. You'll call when you're ready. I get it. So yes, y'all, if y'all want to be a member of that book club, can you please drop your email in the comments. Sunflower said, I enjoyed all the love, but it was bittersweet. It was. It was. Happened over on Facebook, took my fast ass over there on Facebook yesterday, and I saw some shit that made me want to spit in the nigga's face. Fuck you talking about you love her and wishing her a happy birthday. Nigga, fuck you. Disrespectfully. Fuck you. Okay? I don't know if y'all saw that on Facebook yesterday, but I did. Sonia said, I'm sorry. Yeah. Tutu said, honey, this story took me for a loop. We about to get into it, baby. But did y'all see that over there on Facebook yesterday? That bastard had the nerve to say, happy birthday, I love you. Nigga, you don't love nobody but you. So shut the fuck up. You narcissistic, selfish, self-centered, scarecrow-looking motherfucker. That's who the fuck you love. The fuck out of here. Kick rocks, bitch. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of my system. G&G, listen! I had to get that out. You know what I mean? The way I feel about him, it's like having flatulence. It's like having gas. You got to get that shit up out of you. You know what I mean? Or it just make everything all wrong. Like seriously. That shit bubble up in your gut and all that kind of I'm getting that shit up out of me and now I feel better. I feel a lot better. Lady said a group of people from all around the country that has truly gained love for each other. A friendship, sisterhood, brotherhood of love. Yes. Sunflower said exactly. He's the only one still free. Oh, y'all saw what the thumbnail says, right? Tutu also said that we have a lot of memories together. Absolutely. I'm glad I didn't see it. Girl, I wish I hadn't. But it came in rotation of them fucking reels. You know what I mean? That's what it came in rotation to. I was watching some of yours, lady. And I stepped away from my computer, I think to go and cook dinner. And I heard some music. And I'm like, that's not lady music. So I came to the screen and looked at the monitor and saw this motherfucker. Oh, and when I tell y'all, the motherfuckers in his comments was dogging his ass. Oh, absolutely. They was calling him all kind of nappy heads and all kind of stuff. Oh, it was hilarious. I laughed, like Cat Williams say, from a real healthy place. Oh, I giggled. I gave more than 7 chucks. Oh, I laughed hard. Sure did. Yes, lady has a channel. G&G. Yeah. Jed said, I hope after the DNA comes out, sassy ass go straight to prison, go straight to jail. Absolutely. He could stop at jail. But I'm gonna need him, you know what I mean, to follow that yellow brick road right on up to prison for the rest. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's how I feel. I said it, period. And I feel better having said it. Having said it, I feel better. So y'all, please get your emails to me. Or I'll tell you what, you don't have to put your email in the chat. Lady, can you please drop my email in the chat? Y'all can email me. I'll take the grunt of the bullshit because I'm getting it anyway. People sending pornography to my email. Oh, it's the most disgusting shit. It really is. Like, I can't wait for these people to go sit down and have the Almighty look at them. Right? And let them try to explain why they do such sick shit. Seriously. So there's my email. you guys can email me letting me know that, you could just drop a heart. You could say, I want to be in a book club. You could say book club. You could say BC, whatever. Let me know you want to be in a book club. Or if you're emailing me your phone number, we can talk. You know what I mean? But that'll be the way that I send you your link. If you leave me your phone number, I can text it to you. But it will be on an individual basis. It will. I can't do it members only. I can't. I can't. I don't trust it. There are people, okay, so let me keep it a bean with y'all. Let me keep it a bean with y'all. I'm going to be totally transparent. When people gift memberships, we have no control over who gets it, right? And I thought, hey, CW Boo, hey, Stink, I thought that only people in the chat could get a membership. Nope, that ain't true. It's who's ever in attendance, right? Y'all understand what I'm saying? And it's people, voyeurs, that sit in the bushes that have never said hi to me, ain't never said bitch to me, ain't never said shut the fuck up to me. I agree with you. Never liked shit. Nothing. Well, those people I don't believe deserves to be a member to our family. And if I'm wrong, spank me, goddammit, because it's how I feel. I feel like it's insane to want to be a member to something that you don't even want to be in a conversation of. To me, that's stupid. I'm coming to a party full of motherfuckers I don't know, I ain't never talked to before. Why would I do that? Right? And so with that being said, there are people that are members whose name I've never seen. Therefore, I have no idea who they are. People create fictitious pages every fucking day. All day. Well, I don't want them motherfucking ghosts a part of my membership. I said it. That's how I feel. That's it. That's all. Tina, you know I know your number, girl. You better go get them shades I was telling you about. How about that? Go get them shades, Tina, so you could be beautiful in them pictures, girl. Jed said he got a strong 1989 dope fiend look. A girl, we gonna take it back further than 89. We can go like 79. We can go like 69. Because by 89, it wasn't so many dope fiends out there. They was straight fiended out from the crack. There was some straight crackheads by 89. You know what I'm saying? Right. So by 89, the dope fiends was either gone or trying to get their shit together. You understand what I'm saying? And these modern day dope fiends, they was kids at the time at 89, even if they were born. But you understand, I get you though, Jed. I get, yes, he does. Yes, he does. But I'm going to take it back to 69, right? Yeah, I'm going to take it back to 69. CW, what you doing, boo? CW is embarking on a new vehicle, guys, and I want to wish her all the luck in the world. Tina says, Sean B, you know my number, so can you just text it to me, the link to the book club, please, ma'am? Thank you. That's my boo. Tina's so special. Sunflower says, and free memberships pull all of them out the bushes. Exactly, Sunflower. But hold on, though, boo. One motherfucker got a membership and never even fucking said thank you. The only reason why I know the bitch got a motherfucking membership is because I look at my analytics regularly. And I'm like, who the fuck? Who is this? This motherfucker ain't never crawled up out them motherfucking bushes and so much as stood at my doorway and knocked. At all. Didn't say hi, coming or going. Just accepted that membership and kept it the fuck moving. I don't want that motherfucker as a membership on my channel. I don't. I don't. Why would I want somebody in my house that I don't even know, that has never said anything to me? And anybody that's got a problem with what I'm saying, please take your subscription and go. Because then, in my opinion, you're weird. If you are okay with someone that you don't fucking know, ain't family to nobody, that's family to you. You know how on Facebook it's friends of friends? You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. In order for me to know if you're a friend of a friend, you have to have come into the chat and said, hey, boo. You know what I'm saying? Like I would see Summer Mommy say, hey, sis, to G and G. You see what I'm saying? Because they cool like that, right? Me and Charlotte's Web, we've been knowing each other for almost 3 years now. That's my boo. You feel me? So when she say, hey, Shiz, she been calling me that for fucking years, right? Each and every one of y'all, I have a personal, in my mind, in my heart, a personal relationship with y'all. I have my own nicknames, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Six Mommy Libra, I call her Sexy Mama Libra. You know what I mean? I was kind of dyslexic that day and I thought I saw sexy, but it was actually six. And now sexy done got stuck in my head. So that's what it is. I called Dijon Steptoe Steptoe. I think that's something cute. I think it's kind of quirky. You know what I mean? I call Lady Lady. And guess what, y'all? When me and Lady talk on the phone, I still call her Lady. I don't call her by her name. I don't. At all. When me and Charlotte's Web talk on the phone, I call her CW. I don't call her by her name. I know her name. I don't call it though. Because that's what's in my heart. That's how I feel. That's who you are to me. Right? I don't say Sonia Brayton. I say Miss Sonia or Sonia. I say Miss White for Rhonda. I say G and G, but a lot of people say G and G. You know what I mean? I know Break Room's first name. I don't call her first name. Some people do. I call her Break Room. And that's probably what I would call her if I were to ever meet her in person. Absolutely, Steptoe. Absolutely, I can text you the link. Anybody whose number I already have, I will text the link. If you want me to text the link to you, please go in my email and leave me your number. Sonia, I have your number. I will text you the link. Absolutely. But these you know, and then it's some people that bought memberships I don't fuck with no more. Let's go there. Oh man, listen, it don't have nothing to do with YouTube. Nothing at all. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It's some total personal, I need to give you your space so that you never disrespect me like that again type of situation. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with YouTube. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And there, like I said, more importantly to me, there are people that are not members that I want to be a part of our book club. It's just that simple. But the people that are members, that are active members, I will show. I'm not going to say what it is, but my husband and I, we've been talking about it, and I will show my love another way, my appreciation another way. Okay? 1 second, y'all. Okay. Tina said, let's say Linda, Sean B, we going to work on that. You better go get them shades, girl. CW said, wear these dog on 2 jobs at the same time. You stupid, CW. You do know that, right? Sunflower said, wow, I'm serious. Linda says, CW, your blessings is already in the making. CW said, working as per freaking you. Yeah, always. Always. But everything gonna be all right, CW. Everything. And you know what I mean. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, y'all talking. Uh-huh. Right. CW said, I say steptoe too because I think it's so cute. I think it's really quirky. It's different. You hear steptoe, a person automatically thinks, well, they got to know who she talking about because that's really name specific. It really is. And I like, the individuality of it all. Right? I like that. Everybody ain't babe and boo. And, although I say that as a term of endearment after I say your name, I've still said your name the way I say it. Okay. Thank you for dropping that email again, lady. Thank you, boo. Gossip is speaking. Yes, yes. CW is helping me with this. I'm gonna get Lady on it as well because she's good with dropping links as well. And uh because y'all see those are two of my mods. Tina be too busy. She be too busy. And I just don't want to overwhelm her like that. If there is something, Tina, that I need you to do, I know you'll do it for me, boo. Don't take it that way. I just don't want to overwhelm you. Both of these ladies work in that capacity with computers and such. And so I know we'll get it done lickety split. You know what I mean? Yes, it's very rare. Steptoe, I can believe it. I've never heard, and you know what I believe? Is that Native American, Steptoe? I believe it is. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. See, those kind of names, I like that. I like that. That means that you didn't take on, you know what I mean? Um, a government name, so to speak. I'll put it that way. Where did that go? I thought I had that disclaimer up there. Hold on, guys. It shouldn't have come down. Okay. Um. Sonia said, I don't know how they have time for that. Girl, you'd be surprised. You have some people that would listen. Okay, I'll put it this way. You know how many people say to me, when do they have time to wash their ass? Right? A morning hygiene. When do they ever cook for their family? Like they're always online in one form or another on one social media site or another. It's ridiculous. It's like they have no life, but they can put all of that energy into sitting in front of a desktop or with their phone or laptop or whatever and be on social media. And it's disgusting. Yeah. And you have some people, Sonia, that do it totally anonymous. Yeah. hmm You have some people that do it where only their voice is heard, right? You never know what they look like. You have some that have put out fictitious pictures of themselves. You have some that you have some content creators that use nothing but AI. And there's some really unfortunate people out there that believe those AI pictures are real. It's a damn shame. And the content creators let them believe that they're real. Like the lack of transparency of any sort is ridiculous. It really is. And in my opinion, if you'll lie by omission or will carry a bone or allow another person to believe what's not true, then you're not trustworthy in my book. Just going through the chat here, guys, trying to catch up. Okay, there's my email again. Okay. Lady says, like when Terry come in, you say stink. Absolutely. Because y'all know big brothers. Big brothers always stink, right? Or at least that's what we think as. Like when I was a little girl, my big cousin, who I lived with growing up, he always came in from football practice, picked me up from football practice, from the after school program, and he was musty as hell. It was because he was football practicing, but still, it's just a little term of endearment, Terry. Don't take it personal. You know you my stink. You my big bro. So yeah. CW says, right, Shiz. It does sound Native American. It does to me. Yes, that's what my mama had said. Okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Yep, yep, yep. Lady, that disclaimer is going across at the top. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I did. I put the other one back at the bottom. I don't know how it came down. Tina said, okay, got you, Sean B. I was feeling left out because CW and Lady, listen, Linda, don't come for me. She said out loud, yes, Tina, go get them shades, babe. Get them shades so you can be beautiful in your pictures. Because I noticed you favor one side of your face and you don't have to do that. You're beautiful. Be confident in your stance, period. Sonya said, I just don't have the bandwidth for no unreal stuff. For real, though. I don't either. I don't. Man, if I got to lie, if I got to be fictitious, I don't want no part of it. I don't want nothing to do with it. If I cannot be real, no. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You may not like me. You may not even have liked what I said. Not liking it and it being untrue are two different things, right? Not liking what I said does not mean that what I said is doesn't matter. You will walk away from me having known exactly how I felt. I don't know no other way to be. I don't, no matter what the situation is. I'm like that with my doctor. Last month, I had a doctor's appointment and my doctor wasn't available, and it was day and time specific for my errands and things of that nature. So I accepted a different doctor because I needed to go on and get that physical. And albeit a female, it was still a different doctor. And she and I had no rapport, had never even seen her before. You know how you come and go about the doctor's office. I'd never seen her before. And I'm asking her questions because she's recommending certain procedures to me for a woman my age. And as I'm asking her what those procedures entail, you know, she would repeatedly say to me per procedure, she would repeatedly say, I don't know, I need to check on that. Wait, what? What do you mean you don't know? Like that's like me telling y'all what I made for dinner, but I can't tell y'all how I did it. You're the doctor. You coming to me suggesting a procedure, yet you can't tell me how it's done? Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. So while I'm talking to her, I'm asking questions to try to figure it out myself, right? And so, because it's come out, I'll be specific about one of the procedures. It's come out in research recently that mammograms have contributed to a certain percentage of women actually contracting or catching cancer or whatever it's called, right? And so I was discussing that with her. And so I was telling her, on top of the fact that it's painful as fuck, okay? Like a mammogram is from the devil. Like Satan spawned the mammogram is. Like, why would you have to squeeze on me like that? Like, seriously, hey, TCC. Hey, boo. There's another content creator, guys. TC Chronicles. That's another one. Hey, boo. Um, but yeah, the mammogram, it is of Satan, y'all. Like, seriously, to us women that still have, and this is no pun to anybody. Please pardon the pun if you feel offended. I promise y'all I don't mean it. And we're gonna get to this content in 1 second. But to those of us that still got some boobies, you understand what I'm saying? To those of us whose babies didn't leave us without, to those of us who still got something, for our husbands or our significant others to kind of put in the palm in their hand, and it really do sit there, you know what I mean? To those, that shit hurt. Man, listen, that machine go to squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. Like, look, I ain't got pancakes, man. What the hell? And once they start the machine, like they got to come back in the room to stop it. Man, by then, listen. Okay? Like, listen. No, I ain't doing no mammogram. Hey, Robin. Hey, Bookie. And so we're discussing another way, less evasive way that, we could get some scanning done. And she mentioned something to me, yet couldn't give me any details. Listen, I wasn't feeling that. So I told her, I said, it's very unfortunate you being the professional coming in here recommending procedures to me, yet you can't give me any details, right? And you have a tablet right there in front of you. You're not even attempting to pick up the tablet and research it for your patient. Like, I find that troublesome. That's very troublesome for me, because I'm supposed to be able to trust you. And while I'm saying that to her, she cut me off. Oh, bitch, you got the right one. She was cutting me off while I was speaking. I said, you know what? As I turned to put my shoes back on and grab my bag, I said, you know what? This was a mistake. Because, see, as the patient, I'm supposed to be able to speak because it's my concerns that matter, right? And you, as the physician, is supposed to listen. But because you have such a struggle with that, I'm going to let you go somewhere and learn that while I go and wait for my doctor to be available. Because, see, we've established that. You have a good day. And then that's when she wants to get quiet. And I turned to her. I said, no. Don't get quiet now. No. You should have did that 10 minutes ago. We're done here. Well, no, there's no well. I said we're done. Period. And you can put that in the notes for your visit today. Because I'll certainly be letting them know as I go and make my next doctor's appointment. Linda said, listen, only real people realize real people, places, and things, etc. Exactly. Hey, Angie Boo. Hey, Bookie Boo. Okay. I hope some of y'all can are feeling what I'm saying, like dead ass. Because y'all have a voice. When y'all go to the doctor, don't leave that damn doctor until y'all understand every damn concern that it's been spoken, addressed, and y'all are looking into or have made dates for a resolution. That is your right. Don't leave there without it. Period. That's what they get paid to do. Don't give them no shortcuts. Stand on business. That's your life that they're being, lackadaisy about. You ain't got that to do. You only get one. When we gone, we don't come back. For real. Not like this anyway. CW said, that part is like, aren't you the professional? Like, seriously. And I don't think I was asking too much. I don't. Not where my motherfucking concerns is concerned. Mm-mm. Steptoe said, I'm a queen. That's right. Steptoe is a gal. That's right. CW said, it's a horrible procedure. Mammograms is part of a Satan's torture. I'm telling you, man. That shit is crazy. CW said, and I'm a big boogie. She said bougie. I said boobies. Boobies. CW, boobies. uh, TC is cool. I asked her the same thing the first time Steptoe came in my life. It might have been the second time. I asked the same thing because I wanted to be able to address her correctly. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Angie. I'm a little late in the comments, but I'm speaking as I see you, boo. I apologize if I didn't. Hey, Bookie Butt. Thank you for joining us, boo boo. Okay. Tina says, I don't have little boobies. Here, that shit hurts. Stop squeezing these. Tina is guaranteed a goddamn live. Laugh. That's funny as shit. TC said they need balance. Being on SM every day, all day. Oh, social media. Okay. Every day, all day is not healthy. It's not. It's not healthy. That means that you have no real life, like in person life. Because I'm real when I'm on this app. I want y'all to know that. But it means that you personally find no worth, no substance off of technology. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Linda, thanks for responding. Angie, you can't hear me, boo? Because I'm getting the feeling like you not hearing me speaking to you, baby. CW said, be your own advocate. Absolutely. And if y'all ever feel like you're still not being heard, there is someone in position called a patient advocate. You find that person within the directory of that facility and you speak to them. And you make sure that they speak for you. And you make sure that your issues get resolved. CW said, I'm an LPN, corporate now, still in healthcare. But it's a mess because physicians have so many biases against us as a people. It's really bad now. It is. And I'm going to tell y'all, I think I told this story a few months ago where when I first started my journey on my condition, um, I went out and further out into the suburbs. Like we're on the borderline of the suburbs. Well, I went further out, right? And for my x-rays, I went to the spine and sports clinic. That's where, they that's all they do is spine and sports injuries, right? So I went there for my x-rays and the results to be read to me and made to understand. And these people, my physicians, kept telling me nothing was wrong with me. And I kept telling them lies you tell. Because the spine and sports clinic told me that I had this. And y'all are telling me it's nothing. So I tell you what, I'm going to take my x-rays and I'm going back to the hood. And that's what I had to do, y'all. In order to be seen as a black woman and of my age and respected as such, I had to take it back to the hood. I did. Because out in the suburbs, they didn't want to be bothered with me. They did it. They wanted to give me miracle marijuana and tell me you're good. Well, then why I need medical marijuana if nothing's wrong with me? And fuck you, I don't smoke marijuana. I don't even drink wine or a fucking wine cooler. I don't do none of that. So why would you want to shove weed in my system while telling me that there's nothing wrong? You go get that shit to your mama because I don't fuck around. Linda said, just for your information, you are stuck with me. Oh, Linda Booski. What color is our shackles, baby? Is they pink? I want a pair of pink handcuffs to you, baby. TC said, that's why I'm always on camera. I love me and everything about me. Absolutely, boo. Sexy Mama Libra. I was talking about you earlier, Stink. Hey, boo. Good morning. Good morning. CW said, my daughter had a horror story before she was diagnosed with her 2+ breast. Oh, goodness, boo. Yes, yeah. She talked about that, and I was damn near in tears. Tina said, Angie, back out and come back in. Yeah, she might have to if she don't hear me. Because I hear her thanking everybody else and keeps saying hi to me. And that's upsetting to me because I want her to hear me. Yeah, okay, okay. TC said, I hate mammograms because my breasts are big. Like, damn. All that tugging and pulling, oh my God. Exactly, TC, that's what I mean. Right? I ain't never been a part of the itty bitty. These is bigger and biggie titty committees over here. You understand me? Like, seriously. Uh-uh. And ain't nothing flat about my joints. I'm sorry. Okay? Milk does the body good. And if you took care of them, especially after each pregnancy, my grandmother would rip sheets and wrap me up tightly. That's what she did. And that was before, I came up with, well, what if, because my grandmother got older and I just didn't want to keep going to her with that. I'm like, why don't I just put on a bra that's too small that would fit me tightly? And that's what I did. And it stopped the sagging and all that kind of stuff. That happens with women. Now, some women can't avoid it. Some women don't have that snapback. Some women don't have that kind of collagen in their bodies, right? And so it's just or elasticity for that matter. You know what I mean? We can keep our skin as moisturized as we like, and we still get stretch marks. And we're like, where in the fuck did these shits come from? Man, I use shea butter, olive oil, I used everything, cocoa butter, everything, and I still got. That's because you don't have the elasticity, baby. It's not you. It's not your fault. Okay? It's your genetics. That's it. That's all. TC said, lady, girl, like for real, for real. Leave my African titties. I know that's right. Sexy Mama Libra said, hey, at work, glad I caught you. Going to hit you up later tonight. Okay, boo. All right, babe. Email me, Sexy Mama. Email me. CW said they told my daughter that she wasn't feeling a lump because she was too young to have breast cancer, and cancer doesn't hurt. It took us 4 months to get an ultrasound. A mess. Yeah, they tell us that bullshit, and it be straight bullshit. Okay, lady said not African. I heard that. That's where it started. Yes. Okay, shot. Yeah, I hope she went out and came back in. Okay, okay. Angie says she can hear now. Linda said you ladies are making never want to get my big breast checked. Listen, lady, Linda, what I will suggest is you do the manual checkup like we're supposed to when we're in the shower, or even if you're in the tub, or even if you're just standing up, you have to stand up and you use your hand, close your eyes, because closing your eyes, It heightens your sense of feel. And in a circular rotation, you check your breasts. Now, the one downfall for that is if you are fibrosis, right? A lot of women have fibroid cysts in their breasts. That is, as I understand it, hereditary. Um, and it has a lot to do with whether or not you're frequently without a bra, right? They can develop that way as well. But you'll know the difference because it will feel harder than just squishy mass in your breast. It will feel like you got a rock up under the skin. That's what it will feel like. And you can have your significant other try to check you if you're laying on your back. You know what I mean? You can feel it. Check yourself that way. And then if you have any issues, have the doctor feel for it because they know exactly what it feels like and go from there. But you can also, Linda, have an MRI done and they can um, concentrate on that area. Okay. CW said, girl, I wore the best bras. These, you know what, CW? You stupid. You do know that. Angie said I had to go out and come back in. That's all. Okay, baby girl. Sometimes that's all it takes, Angie. Absolutely. Yeah, just going out, coming back in. Sunflower says, well, I've been a part of the tiny committee since they developed. And the only time I've had big breasts is during pregnancy. I just checked mine myself because those mammograms should be banned. They really should. They really, really should. Tina said, my aunt died from breast cancer. Did it when went to her stomach. We got to check our boobies, ladies. Yeah, just check them. And if you have any concerns, you know what I mean? Yeah. CW said, yep, I've had that rock removed. Yeah, yeah. Angie says, my mom passed of breast cancer. I was 7 when she passed. She was only 32. Um, it is also hereditary. The way that it was explained to me by a doctor when my paternal grandma passed, my father's mother, is it's a specific gene that normally comes from the mother's side of the family. Okay, so that is indicative with CW and her daughter. So it flows somewhere during Charlotte Webb's maternal side of her family. If it should be on your paternal side of the family, means your father's side of the family, 9 times out of 10, you will not catch it. I'm not a doctor. I am not, you know what I mean, soliciting any kind of advice or anything. I am just telling you what I've learned throughout the years. You can check on it if you want. You can also do a genetic search, right? That sort of thing to find out if you should be concerned, excuse me, about it developing. Angie says, I'm 52 now. I outlived my mother, dad, and 2 of my older brothers, and I'm the baby. Listen, Angie, we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. Sexy Mama Libra says, sorry to hear that my mom passed away at 32 as well. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, remember, guys? Yeah. Okay, so Sunflower said, I had a best friend to die from breast cancer, and I didn't find out until she passed. She didn't want us to be sad for her. That hurt so bad, but I understood. Absolutely. Guys, please give me a moment. My mailman is here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. too. Ooh, yeah. Late night on the screen, got the city lights low. Sean B bringing truth to the stories below. From New York with grace and a mind so wise, she can see through the dark, she can read through the lines. Every clue, every name, every twist, every turn, she be digging down deep till the realness burns. For the ones left behind, for the pain unseen, she be lifting those voices in between the scenes. So like, share, subscribe, let the real ones roll. Sean B on the case, going straight for the soul. On YouTube she shines, bringing truth to the few. When the world stays quiet, she comes breaking through. Like, share, subscribe, let the story breathe. Sean B got the light that the people need. Ooh, Sean B, true crime, baby. Tune in and watch the truth speak.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to sign for some packages. Ooh. Okay. So, y'all like that? Okay. Okay. So, let's get into this story that I am bringing about this young lady right here. This young lady's name is Justina Wallace. She's 36 years old. And she was in a relationship with a dude. She was pregnant at the time. That this female, whose name is Anaya Neldon, who is 21 years old, also pregnant, and was jealous of Justina. She was jealous. And here's the story.
When the family feels, but my
and I'm gonna say this before we get started. Carly had more heart than 80% of y'all on Clubhouse. She had more heart. At least she was into it when it pulled up, and she the case over with now. But now at least you did it. That y'all be talking about on Clubhouse every day. Arguing and doing all this whole ass shit. Leave alone, Justin. I need to go down and just in the house down in the bottom. Hit no to play the video game so you pull up down now. You understand? Like, so much shit to help Shocky take the stand. Even though, and y'all think when the right person see y'all don't think nothing is gonna happen. You see how the spirit of the second that she him down there in Norwood that day? And when you pull up and get hot by the splatter somebody, that's how fast that shit happens.
Shamari Cook describes her sister as a doting mother whose energy was infectious. That's why she's still shocked after learning Wallace had been shot at her Norwood apartment complex. Cook says her sister was holding her toddler when it happened. Two of her other children were next to her.
Jealousy, pregnancy, betrayal, and murder. 3 years ago, a pregnant mother of 5 was gunned down allegedly at the hands of another pregnant woman involved with the same man. A story so unbelievable that many people thought it couldn't be real. Fast forward to today, the suspect learned her fate just 2 weeks ago. And within the last 24 hours, authorities announced another arrest connected to this case. And let's just say it's a person many people wondered where he was at the very beginning. And once we go over this new information, you probably have a good idea on where it came from. In stories like this, the truth has a way of finding its way back to the surface. A man manipulates one woman who is pregnant to do something very stupid, to say the least. And in return, she gets arrested, spends the rest of her life in prison, and tell on the man in the process. You see how that works? Today we go over this story, identify all parties involved, pay our respects to the victims, say some prayers for these kids, and see where this story stands today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. If you ever wish payday came sooner,
Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Okay, so I'm going to go back. What I said was, this man, the family TV one, is just fine as hell. That's what I had said. I said he just so damn fine. And I want him to know that I have a social media crush on him. Yes, I do. I don't know if he's married, gay, or straight. I don't care. All I'm saying is he's fine. And I just want him to know that. He is one handsome young man. Then I went here and I said, TC, crazier than a mudda mudda. Okay. TC said that's probably why old girl is so obsessed with my titties, because they big and pretty. No stretch marks, just big and pretty. I know that's right, boo. I know that's right. And then I saw Nay came in and I said, hey, Niecy Pooh. And then I started singing happy birthday when I realized that lady said there was no sound. So I'll sing it again. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Hey, it's your birthday, Nay. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, Nay. It's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday, Nay. Blessings, Nay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, hey, happy birthday. Get it? Get it? Happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday, Stink-a-Dink. I love that for you. Happy birthday. Linda said, I'm so sick and tired of these jealous people. No one should have to lose their lives because people are unhappy with themselves. Absolutely, man. Like, this shit is sickening. And can anybody hear the similarities? Where was he in the beginning? Ooh, that sounds very familiar. Oh, okay. One is older than the other one. Oh, okay. One is of a brown skin complexion while the other one is a light, bright, Teletubby looking bitch. Oh, okay. Did I say that? I think I did. And they said, I'm over here dancing while you singing. Lady says, sad of the victim and her baby who never had a chance at life. What a tragic and senseless loss. And for what? A man who clearly has no issue moving on from woman to woman and leaving both of them, lady. Absolutely. Absolutely. right? Okay. Let me take it beyond that. Right there. Okay. Damn, he fine. That boy's so pretty. Ah! I got a crush on him, y'all. He's so cute.
Was Birmingham, Alabama, Sunday, July 9, 2023, and family and friends had gathered to celebrate Sky's Moore's second birthday. As mentioned at AL.com, there was a cake with her mommy picture, balloons, juice, cocoa melon decorations, and presents. Lots of presents. But there's also sadness in the room. Just 2 days prior, Sky was in the arms of her mother, 36-year-old Justina Wallace, when police say another woman fired a fatal shot. Not only was Sky in her mother's arm, but 2 of Wallace's sons were just feet away. Wallace was 8 months pregnant when she died, leaving behind a total of 5 children. Sky and her siblings were uninjured in the shooting. The decision to go forward with Sky's birthday party was a tough one. Wallace's friends said, but they believed it was what Wallace would have wanted. Quoting is bittersweet. Justina did everything big. We're just trying to keep that going. We're trying to keep them uplifted. It's basically about the kids right now. The shooting happened just before 7 p.m. Friday in a 3200 block of 17th Avenue North. Wallace was taken to UAB Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on Saturday. And she rests in peace and love her condolences to her family. An officer who went by the name of Truman Fitzgerald said the preliminary investigation revealed Wallace was involved in an argument with another woman, who was instantly identified as 21-year-old Anaya Naudin. And let's keep in mind, a woman who's probably one of her kids' age. She was 15 years younger than Justina. What would prompt a 21-year-old young woman to have an argument with a 36-year-old mother of 5 who's 8 months pregnant? Some people assumed who, but after 3 years, I guess we would find out. But at the time, both women had children, fathered by the same man, but at that time, his identity wasn't released to the public. Photos and videos posted on social media showed Naudin, who friends say is also pregnant, pointing a gun at Wallace, who was seen in the images holding Sky. Now, out of respect, we won't play that video, but I can let you hear what someone had to say who did see it. And when the incident happened and the video had surfaced online, someone had went to Facebook and said the following. Y'all literally recorded her shooting her, but didn't budge when she did it. She literally walked past her kids to shoot her with her baby in her arms. I hate you ended your life the way you did, but I pray that spirit tear you up, turn you every which way but loose. You had no reason to take it that far. Any upholding Charlie in this situation can go to hell with her.
A woman was killed in the Norwood neighborhood. Her loved ones are preparing to say goodbye. Justina Wallace was shot last Friday. She died the next day. Only on WVTM 13, Gladys Batista spoke to her sister about the circumstances the family says will stay with her children forever.
Justina Wallace was gunned down in this apartment complex off of 17th Avenue North last Friday. And I spoke to her sister today, nearly 1 week after her death, and she tells me she still can't believe that her sister is gone. Shamari Cook describes her sister as a doting mother whose energy was infectious. That's why she's still shocked after learning Wallace had been shot at her Norwood apartment complex. Cook says her sister was holding her toddler when it happened. 2 of her other children were next to her. Birmingham police say Wallace was rushed to the hospital as detectives took 21-year-old Anaya Naudin into questioning. Investigators say Wallace and Naudin were arguing before the gunfire erupted, and the 2 women have children by the same man. Wallace died from her injuries on Saturday, and Naudin is now charged with capital murder. Cook says it was difficult learning she lost her sister and her unborn baby, but described the trauma Wallace's children who saw it happen are now dealing with.
How could you possibly walk through children, 2 kids with a gun, and point it to another person that's holding the child? That's sad. That's really sad. So, I mean, I just don't know what could have possibly driven her to that point. I understand people have breaking points, but not to the point where you want to end someone's life, because once they're dead, they're dead.
Cook tells me Wallace leaves behind 5 children. In the Norwood neighborhood, Gladys Bautista, WVTM 13.
Now, as mentioned, that following Sunday, on July 9, 2023, Birmingham police had announced capital murder charge against Anaya. Anaya was taken into custody at Friday's crime scene and held in the Birmingham City Jail. She was then booked into the Jefferson County Jail without bond at 5:41 p.m. the same day Sky had her birthday, just 20 minutes before her birthday had begun. Family and friends told AL.com that Wallace was from Florida, but moved to Alabama to attend Miles College and stayed. Though she never finished college, she had just re-enrolled at Miles in the fall, with plans to pursue a degree in business management. She wanted her own boutique. Her friend said, I just gravitated to her. She was a sweet girl. She was like my own sister. No execution was on the table for Anaya. In return, she went to trial in 2026. A Jefferson County jury on the last week of May of 2026 found Anaya guilty of capital murder in the July 7, 2023 shooting death of 36-year-old Justina Wallace. The same jury on Friday sentenced Anaya to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors were seeking a death penalty. Anaya was convicted of capital murder of Wallace in the presence of her children. The jury dismissed the capital charges, 2 or more people for Wallace and her unborn child, and the capital murder of a child. Wallace, several months pregnant at the time, was holding her toddler, as we mentioned, and prosecutors would later confirm during this moment that she was pregnant herself when the deadly shooting took place. The county district attorney, Danny Carr, said his office was grateful for the hard work and the verdict reached by the jurors. He also praised the case prosecutors and the police for their work on the case. Quoting, the reality is when emotions are high, logic is low. There are absolutely no winners in this case.
I got a problem. Which y'all say, of course you do, Sean B. No, seriously, I do. I have a problem because, first of all, why did they take so much stuff off the table? Right? Why did they take off the table the unborn child that was murdered? Why did they take off the table the fact that this was done in the presence of children? Okay, minutes before a child's birthday party. Why? Why did they take these things off the table? That was very significant to the case. Why? What about this chick made them want to spare her life? She didn't spare hers and her unborn child. And this bitch right here was literally holding her own child in her arms while she shot her. Or either she was holding her child in her arms while she shot her. So one of these women was holding a child while a gun was fired and it murdered a woman and an unborn child. Like they keep saying while she was holding a child. Well, holding an infant. Well, both of these are she. So I'm kind of, I just don't know specifically. But it pisses me off that these people, these DAs and shit keep unnecessarily removing significant circumstances from the table. They could have got a double whammy as far as I'm concerned. A guilty verdict and the DP. That's what the hell is there for. Maybe if they stop sparing these people's lives who don't spare other people's lives, these people will start to think and remember that life is precious. Nay said, this story broke me down. I'm tired of hearing about these beautiful ladies losing their life for nothing. Lady said, then we have a woman who shows zero ability to restrain herself and control her own emotions. Charlotte says, sad, all of these young people of this generation have no emotional intelligence. Sunflower said, wow, so sad. Linda said, I'm so sick of these senseless killings over jealousy or people you don't know or have no self-confidence. They need to call on Jesus. Absolutely. Sexy Mama said, wow, this is crazy. These women out here is crazy. Yes, they are. They are indeed. This woman lost her life, yet they spared hers. I don't agree with that. I don't. I am a firm believer in an eye for an eye. Period. Motherfucker want to talk to me about the Bible? That's in it too. I believe in an eye for an eye. That's why you shouldn't do what you do. Because what you do will be done to you. Lady says, why she go to her house though? If she didn't want trouble, why not a phone call? Why not leave her the fuck alone, period? Because see, the common denominator here is they were both fucking with a nigga who didn't give a fuck about either one of them. Because if he did, both of them wouldn't be pregnant with him at the same time. And per the story, they have children by him. So this is an ongoing situation. Sound familiar? Yes, it does. My point is, both of these women been knew about each other because they both have children by the same sorry motherfucker. Sound familiar? Yes, it does. And now one of them is dead and one is about to do life in prison without the possibility of parole. Sound familiar? Yes, it does. I did this story on purpose. Lady, I don't know whose house it was. I don't know if they lived together or not. I don't know. All I know is it was a birthday party for that little girl that was about to happen. Like, seriously. If you're messing with a dude that you know you and another chick keep having babies by, it ain't that damn serious. Now, I'm going to lean towards the fact that Miss Wallace, the 36-year-old pictured here, was conscious of wanting a big family. She was about to have her 6th child. That screams to wanting a big family. Of course he's moved on, lady. Of course. Of course, he's got some community D to spread around. You know what I mean? He don't even give, you know what I mean, his third leg the importance that it should be. Just spreading his DNA all over the place. Just a nasty motherfucker. So yes, he's moved on. What are you going to stay still for? He didn't do it when they were both, you know what I mean, alive and free. He definitely he done moved on already. This happened in 23. July 7th of 2023. That's another significant point that I wanted to make. We can all stop sitting around waiting for justice for Romika to happen tomorrow. It may not. It may not. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen this year, right? They haven't even gotten to that point yet, to even talking about a trial. We're suspecting that that language is going to come up in July, but we don't know, right? Ari is full of surprises and full of requests to postpone. We've all seen it. That cannot be debunked, okay? That can't be debunked because she does it every time. She's either lying or asking for it to be prolonged. Adjourn until. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of it right now. But this happened July 7th of 2023. Can y'all imagine the unsightly bullshit that happened on July 4th? When all the family wants to get together and do the fireworks for the kids and, you know, the picnic and all of that kind of stuff. Can y'all imagine what kind of foolishness happened that day? Nevertheless, it happened in 23, and Justina Wallace is just getting justice. It's 2026. Right. So y'all, I said that to say we need to stifle Just put it over there where you don't have to ignore it. But we can't run out of steam now. We've got too far to go, is my point. Linda says, as women, we have to start loving ourselves more. There's plenty more fish out there for real. And you know what, Linda? More importantly, we have to start loving ourselves more for us. Not so that we can snag another fish, right? Because, I mean, you know, we cannot possibly think that we can love someone else when we're not fully loving ourselves. Stop having these babies when you don't even love yourself. Because if the defendant in Romika's case loved herself, she'd be changing her own baby's diapers right now. She'd be feeding her own child instead of somebody else. She'd be clothing her own child, wiping his dripping nose if he had a cold or an allergy. She'd be caring for her own child instead of somebody else who have their own life to live, taking on hers and the scarecrow's responsibility. If she loved herself, I dare say if she loved herself, that baby wouldn't even be here, because she would have told him to kick rocks. I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm better than this. Hey, Buttercup Boopy. Thank you for joining us, love. I dare say that if the defendant loved herself, right? If the defendant loved herself, her child may not be here. Not by him anyway. Not by somebody whose penis was community penis. Because she wasn't the first one that our beloved had issues with. She wasn't the first one. Right? Just because of the defendant, she's the last one. So if she wanted to be important, I want her to know that this is what makes her significant in this whole Romika saga. That's what makes her significant. That is the one thing that she can call herself important about. Is she's the last one that Romika ever had to think about, contemplate about, look forward to, right or wrong, dealing with. Oh yeah, you get that round of applause, honey. Yeah, you get that. You're the last one out of many that Romika had to deal with or caused herself to deal with. And I'm not placing blame. I'm just saying that that's what the fuck happened. Whether she was right or wrong, you, defendant, made yourself the last one. So I hope you're happy. But I dare say that self-love would have prevented all of this bullshit. All of it. Romika would still be, seeking her nursing license, degree, certification, whatever it's called, right? Or she would have accomplished that by now. You understand me? She'd be getting ready for the end of school season for Amir and making many plans for him for the summertime, right? Maybe signing him up for swimming classes or, putting him a part of a little league basketball or football league, whatever. Maybe signing him up with Fisher Price to be a model for their toys. You understand? Those kind of cute things that we do with our children. And the defendant would hopefully be somewhere gaining some self-confidence. self-control, and self-love, self-worth, self-importance, and God, more importantly. God. See, because that's what's missing in this as well. Where has anybody thought about saying this girl needed God in her life? Because see, if God was there, then self-love would be as well. Let me get up in these comments. G&G said, right, Linda. Self-love goes a long way for you and for your kids. Absolutely. CW said that part. The defendant didn't love herself at all. The scarecrow didn't love her either. She was a tool and was definitely used. Yeah, absolutely. Gullible as hell. And he knew it. You know what I mean? He knew it. Much like the deceased Jarvis Butts. Everybody was a tool so that he could partake in his disgusting childish fetish. Children, little girl fetishes that he had. Everybody was a tool. Linda says, that's why I'm continuing to tell my 8-year-old daughter and 3-year-old daughter every single day they are beautiful and are so much more than what this world has to offer. Absolutely. I agree with you, Linda, and thank you for teaching them that. We need more of that. We need more people raising these little girls to be the ones that make it start at home with them knowing that they're beautiful and that they're intelligent and that they can be whatever they set their minds to be, so that they're not out there in those raggedy ass streets sniffing up some narrow ass little fucker's ass, waiting on with bated breath for him to tell them how pretty they are. All we needed to start at home, that our children know how important they are, how necessary they are. Last summer, my husband took Doobie to Six Flags, Darien Lake. And I insisted before they went that Doobie not get on any rides that went high up in the air. Now, Doobie is not as big as the kid that was featured in a story not too many years ago. It was a black dude, little black teenager, and he got up on one of them rides that go way up in the air, and he fell and died. Now, my son is not a little narrow motherfucker. He's very, very much a big boy, and I love every inch of him. And I make sure that he does too, to the point where at 15, he is definitely growing into his swag, and I love every G of it. But in any case, I put down that law, and my husband ignored me. And he allowed my son to get on one of those rides, and he recorded it. And my husband thought it was a good idea to come home and show my ignorant ass that video. Well, needless to say, the house was less one person that day, because I put up such a motherfucking fuss and fight that my husband knew that being here that day wasn't going to be very peaceful. It wasn't going to be very peaceful. And period. I meant every goddamn word I said. And I told him, since you don't seem to have a problem with worrying about how the fuck I'm going to react. Had you had to have anybody, any authorities, anyone, including yourself, come and give me that kind of information, I'm going to show you what not being with us looks like. Get the fuck out. Oh, I'm dead ass, y'all. Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck how long you stay gone, but you ain't going to be here tonight. Get the fuck out. And he looked at me like I had lost my damn mind. And I told him, if you think I lost my mind, get in your motherfucking truck and go find that bitch. But I said, get the fuck out. Here ain't where you want to be. My point is, I went to my son later on that day because he's wondering, why is mommy tripping? And I played that YouTube story for him. And he looked at me and I told my son, you are important. I love you. And I need you. I didn't give birth to you because I got pregnant. I gave birth to you because I love you. And I need you here. And by the time I was done talking to my son, we were both in tears. Him realizing how scared I was. And me just feeling every word. That night, he texted his father and told his father the discussion we had just had. And he said, Dad, you should have told me. I didn't know that's why mommy was telling you not to let me get up on the rides. I thought mommy was just doing too much. And his father said, I apologize, son. I see you in the morning. But I'm going to let your mama calm down tonight. See, it starts at home, y'all. I don't care how you got to do it, but you got to do it. Teach these children from children when they are sponges, when they have nothing better to do but absorb everything you say and everything you put in front of them. Tell them how important they are. Make these boys know what the fuck a condom is. They are important, especially while they are immature and trying to learn and grow and mature themselves. And so in the meanwhile, they're out there just spreading it like butter. Teach them the importance of their legacy and where to place it. Will mistakes happen? Of course. Nobody's perfect. What I'm saying is, teach these children while they're children. So by the time they become young adults, man, they got a layer of protection over them that, of course, can't be seen, but it can be heard. Everyone, when they walk in the room, will know it's there. They have the confidence that we need to prevent these kinds of stories. It is a part of human nature for people to get jealous. It's not a part of human nature. It's not natural for people to be doing this kind of thing, taking lives. That's not natural. And if we pay attention to our family members, we can see the narcissism in one of them. We can see the low self-esteem and the fact that they're gullible in another one. We can see that. And we could be proactive with it. Charlotte's Web said, oh, poor hubby. Poor hubby should have listened to what the fuck mama said. Because Mama Bear wasn't playing. Okay? Mama Bear wasn't playing. He put my cub in danger. And I'll take his fucking head off if he ever did it again. So no, ain't no poor hubby. Fuck that. Mama Bear said what the fuck she said. Sexy Mama Lieber said yes. Wait a minute. I think it was something up here. Okay, yeah. Yes, we do. So they don't have to listen to no man make them feel better. Absolutely. Him saying, hey, pretty girl, come here. And she be looking around like, that's not my name. That's not my name. And I know I'm pretty. and keep it moving. Do y'all know that there are families that teach our girls self-esteem and confidence? Do y'all know that there are people out there killing girls because of rejection? Like this world is going crazy. Literally hurting girls for exercising their right to keep it walking. I saw a story in New York. I saw a story the other day. It happened in New York. This girl was crossing the street. Little fucker, nappy head bastard was going in the other direction. And he said, yo, why don't you give me your number? That's what he said. Hey, why don't you give me your number? She looked at him and was like, no. And kept on walking. He doubled back. And because his friends was egging him on and laughing and all this kind of shit, he went back to that girl, picked that girl up and body slammed her on her neck. All because she said no. And when he tried to stop her, she like, man, get out of my way. He picked her up and body slammed her. And somebody's ignorant ass demon spawn was recording it all, laughing like it was a joke. Now, I don't know if this boy got arrested, but I think the one who was recording it, he need his ass kicked too. Like dead ass. Whoever this young girl was, her brothers and cousins need to find them and make it happen. Middle of the street. Nothing but fists. Nothing but fists. Make it happen. That's my word. Yes, Tina, my heart broke too. My heart broke. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I showed that to Doobie, he looked up at me like you could see the epiphany just exploding all in his face. Like, that's what you were talking about? You could see it. TC says, it's so unfortunate that us as women, okay, don't know our real worth. That we have to be jealous of another female. Because I promise you, it ain't a motherfucker on earth that I'm jealous of. Not at all. Jealous, envious, none of that. Because what God got for you ain't mine. It's not. It's not mine. Your looks are yours. My hair is mine. Your curves and perky booty and shit, that's all you. That's all you. You know, my thick thighs and big boobies, they all me. You understand me? You a chick that only wear a size 6 in a shoe, okay. You got little bitty feet. Well, I wear a size 8. I have a normal woman size foot. That's all me. Everywhere you go, somebody's speaking to you. Okay, you're a person that's never met a stranger. When I go somewhere, they're looking at me like I'm visiting the city for the first time. I'm cool with that. That means I ain't out there like that. They could be speaking to you because they think you're the most gorgeous person that they've seen that day. That could be true. But my confidence tells me until I walk in the room. And I need everybody to be like that, though. I need everybody to be like that. But see, the gag is I don't have to be the most beautiful woman in the room. I don't have to be the most gorgeous person that they've seen all day. I don't care about none of that. I know who I am. And that's what we're talking about. I know who I am. I know my worth. And more importantly, I know good and goddamn well I'm allergic to prison. Oh, I'm allergic to prison, man. Shit. I'm allergic to any setting where the policy is that I am told what to do. Yeah, I'm not going to fare well in that at all. No. I can't. I can't. I can't live under those conditions. That I can't go outside, walk as far as I want, or drive as far as I love to drive. I absolutely love it. It is so peaceful to me. I can't go somewhere I can't do that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I can't go somewhere where the the showers or that kind of thing is public. Oh God. I piss on myself before I use a public bathroom. I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all. So I damn sure can't be doing no prison shit. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't know what the fuck that food is. I don't even know. I can't even guess what the fuck that's supposed to be because that don't look like nothing I've ever seen. I can't eat that. Man, listen, I'll die of starvation. Tina said, I think the boy did get arrested, but what the mother was saying was stupid. She was protecting this idiot that done it to this girl. Well, of course, them is the parts that I'm talking about. It's bitches like that. If what you're saying, Tina, is true, if his mama or anybody else came out trying or attempting or using their wasted oxygen to justify what that boy did to that girl, they need to go straight to hell. Because what if the situation were reversed? What if that were her daughter, that some ignorant ass little snot-nosed, narrow-ass little bastard came and did that to her daughter? Then what would she be saying? See, it's them kind of mamas that make my ass itch. Like, for real. CW said, I'm allergic too. Ain't nobody taking my... Man, listen, taking that... They're not taking my freedom. They're not taking my voice, my civil rights, none of that, my worth. Like once you go to prison, you're not worth anything anymore. Once you go to prison, you're not even a name anymore. You're now a number. You're now a number. Linda said, I don't understand why people are jealous of one another when we're fighting the same war, which is living to die. We all have struggles on a daily basis. This world is just a pit stop. I just don't get it. Me either, Linda. I don't either. Thank you for the hearts, TC. Lady says, because my mama showed me when I walk in the room, baby, I don't mind giving another woman her things, her flowers, compliments her. She is. She and I is me. That's right. She is she, and I is me. That's right. Tina said, I'm definitely allergic to prison, and I'm definitely allergic to jail. Been to jail one time. Don't want to go back. Hey, break room 411. What's going on, Gail? What's going on, girl? Everything good? Hope you're enjoying this beautiful hump day. Yes, boo. We're just over here talking about self-worth, teaching our children when they're young who they are and how tough in their spot they are, and can't nobody stand in your spot but you. You can invite them to stand with you or beside you, but your spot belongs to you and can't nobody have it. Jealousy is pathetic. Being envious is pathetic. Why be envious when you can be encouraged? Right? Why be jealous when you can be joyful? I just don't understand. I don't get it. What somebody eat don't make me shit. And if I got to argue with a chick about what's mine, it ain't mine. Teach them that as well. If I've got to argue about it, I don't want it. The only thing I'm arguing about is my kids and my money. A nigga can kick rocks. He ain't even got to kick rocks. He can levitate over them motherfuckers as long as he get the fuck out of my face. Break room said, I've been in the bushes listening while cleaning my kitchen. Great conversation. I had to come out the bushes. Thank you, boo. Like that ass. He ain't got to touch Nan Rock. Just levitate and move the fuck around, dude. Because I promise you, I ain't got nothing for you. You bring me any kind of grief, I'm going to send your ass walking. Like dead ass. And your mama should have taught you different. Because that's the other thing that I say. Who raised these motherfuckers? Like, what the fuck? And then if your mama did raise you right, or whoever raised you, if they did it right, what the fuck happened to you after you left home? You selfish, narcissistic, wannabe ass motherfucker. Like, you's a pathetic son of a bitch. Had these women out here doing that. And your mama ought to be ashamed of you. Because she ought to be saying to herself, these women have given life to his children, and this is how he treat them. I wonder how he's felt about me all this time. Steptoe says, Sean B. and Queens, have a good rest of your day. Good live. Talk to y'all later. Yes, baby. Talk to you later. Linda says, the streets and TV are raising these people. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Because I teach Doobie every day. Home is where it starts. Period. Period. On every aspect. I don't care what it is. It starts at home. You will not go out there in those streets and show somebody else more respect than you show me. You will not go out there in those streets or go to school or go to work or whatever and have more self-control than you do around the house. The other day, his little girlfriend came over. He said, Mom, can we please just go upstairs and play the game? I said, okay, I'm coming upstairs too, and keep your bedroom door open. So they're sitting there playing the game. I forgot he was even playing the game. I didn't hear a peep, to the point where I had to get up and go look, because I thought maybe the motherfuckers had fell asleep. Right? I thought, you know what I mean? He was sitting at the foot of his bed. She was sitting in his game chair. And he was indeed playing a game. When she left, I said, oh, ho, ho. So you can play the game in silence, huh? No raging whatsoever. Well, let me tell you this, sir. You're on restrictions for 2 weeks. She can't come over here. Why, Mom? We didn't do anything. No, you showed her more respect than you showed me. I'm not having that. You won't even know this girl in a little bit. I promise you won't. You're 15 years old. Okay? But you showed her more respect than you showed me. He said, well, Mom, I didn't want her to hear me cussing and stuff. Oh, but you ain't got a problem with me hearing it where I have to tell you, turn the game off. You're doing too much. We're not having that. And so that is indeed what's going on right now. He's on restrictions. I'm not having that shit. Motherfucker, ain't nobody bled for you but me and Jesus. That's it. That's it. Nobody else will get more respect before us. That's it. That's all. And I meant it. His father asked me the other day, Ma, he looking sad. You gonna let his girlfriend come over? I told my husband, listen, respectfully, fuck you, fuck him, and fuck his girlfriend too. Because I said what I said. Okay? That may be your buddy, but that's my son. Okay? Well, that's my son too. Then act like it. And that's exactly what I said, y'all. I meant no disrespect to my husband. But I said what I said. And I said it that way so that my husband would drop the subject. We're talking about respect. And we're raising a young boy to be a man. And it starts at home. And that's how you nip it in the bud. I didn't leave no room. I didn't smile about it. I didn't laugh about it. I didn't even act like I was thinking about it. That's exactly what I said when I said it, because I meant it. And it hasn't been mentioned since. Do anybody think I was wrong? A little harsh about it? Perhaps I was, but I meant it, so I said it. And my husband knows me. I don't play where my kids are concerned. I don't play. This world does not allow us to. It just doesn't. And in the realm of rules and rules being broken, no, I ain't got. I don't play. I'm not. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. One of my other sons was involved in some kind of joke that was going on Facebook, and it was something about, do y'all remember these? And it was about, and my son said, man, my mama killed me a few times. Now I'm laughing because I had never heard it put that way before. But listen, man, come on, man. We got to stop playing around, y'all. We don't get but one of these. And it's stupid ass, gullible bitches and selfish bastards that's making it harder every day. Every day. Because one, they don't want to put a fucking condom on, so they're walking around with dirty penises and shit. Okay? Two, they don't have the wherewithal to be a one-woman man. Oh, they think it's being a player. I'm a player. I got many bitches. Well, if you got bitches, you ain't shit. Because that's not what they should be to you, first of all. But that's another subject. Linda said, no, CW said, I got it. Girl, if you don't just go, CW, talk to you later. Linda says, that's what I call old school. Lady said, Linda, this internet, these youngin post everything on it, then sometimes wonder how they get caught. Ooh, lady, okay. Linda says, I'm the same way. I mean exactly what I said, period. And better not ask me again. Dead ass. Dead ass. And don't ask me how you can get out of restrictions either, because you can't. Because you can't undo what you did. You can't make me unexperience you showing someone that you've known a matter of months more respect than you've shown me. That I have to constantly either text your phone because you're all the way upstairs, yell your name so that you'll come to me and tell you to stop that language. Be quiet. Because you're raging on a damn game with a bunch of fucking strangers that, leave it to me, you'll never meet. Because they're all over the country. They're all over the world. Mm-mm. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. But this lady's right here, this lady's life and her unborn child was taken out of jealousy. Minus the, the details don't matter. 36 years old. Prime of her life. I dare say it's when the grown women are born, when we get on the other side of 35. That's when the grown woman has come up out of that cocoon. She's a butterfly now. Right? It's just my opinion. That's when we're done doing the dumb shit and it's time to get serious about life, right? Those that have any decorum and class about themselves. That's the kind of thing they're thinking about. And this one, familiar to our other case, was in nursing school. Isn't that funny? Isn't that ironic? she was also in school trying to better herself. And not, I sort of have a problem with that term, better herself. Trying to uplift herself, trying to make a better way for her and her children. Yeah. Trying to find her trying to solidify her life in a career. Trying to start her legacy for her career. Yeah. Yeah. And then this one comes along. 21 years old. 21. $21. 21. That's crazy. 21 years old? Man, listen. At 21, I certainly was not arguing over no nigga. Not at 21. No. 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 She got life, Linda. She got life without the possibility of parole. She's 21. She got life. This dumb broad will die in prison. She will die in prison. As she should, right? Oh, absolutely. I think they should have left everything on the table so she could have got the death penalty. But she will die in prison. Mm-hmm. And that's why my thumbnail is what it is. An older chick and a younger girl. That is not a mother-daughter situation. Because that's what this story is. Gullible girlfriends that kill while he walks free. Over a man, lady. Over a man that neither the fuck one of them will ever have again. Over a man that didn't give a damn about either one of them. Because again, they both had children, plural. They both were currently pregnant by the same man. He couldn't have cared about either one of them. That's not love. Love don't do that. So while I'm saying she's ignorant as fuck, I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but Miss Wallace should have known better as well. But she wasn't the one with the gun. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Over a good for nothing, where the fuck he at now type of nigga. Right? Where the fuck he at now type of nigga. Making an excuse why he can't come visit type of nigga. Is he gonna pay child support for all them goddamn kids type of nigga? Because see, that's what's going on now, just like Beloved. All these kids are now left to be raised by somebody else. All of that responsibility. Miss West had 5 children. 5. Did Miss Thing right here, I don't know how many she already had, but she was pregnant. So that child will be born or has been born. That's at least, okay, at least. We don't know how many or if she had any other kids, But we know she had that one in 2023. Okay? That's 6 children that have now become the responsibility of somebody else that did not give birth to those children. How dare they? Is he going to pay child support for those kids? Is he going to make sure that those children are very well taken care of? Is he going to go far and beyond the call of duty and take the place of both of those women for those children? Whether they are his or not, don't get me fucking wrong. I wouldn't give a damn if both of them only had one child by him, because it is because of him that one of them is no longer alive and one will serve the remainder of her life in prison until she dies. Is because of him. I feel like he takes some responsibility, should be taking some responsibility for even the children that were not his. Because their mother is not here to do it. That's how I feel. You took my lifeline away from me. You look real good giving me your oxygen. I don't care if I belong to you or not. You took my mama. Or you facilitated or created this chaos that my mama is gone. I'm over it, y'all. I'm over it, man. Anybody have anything that they would like to say? So I'm about to turn y'all free so y'all can go and finish enjoying the rest of your day. All right, y'all. Let me see. What's that? I really want to know, who is this? Why you here? I really want to know. I haven't said anything funny. I'd like to know who this, why you here. I really would. They pop up every now and then. In any case, thank you for joining us. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Late night glow on the YouTube screen. Sean B steps in where the cuts run deep. From a New York state of mind, she was born to see what gets lost in the dark, what they don't want to speak. Silk in her voice, but the questions hit hard. Pulling back the curtain, laying truth on the yard. Every hush-hush story, every shadow clue. She's piecing up the pain till the whole thing comes through. She don't chase noise, she follows the trail. When the headlines miss, she will still unveil. With a sharp-eyed soul and a heart that knows some stories need light so the healing can grow. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Giving For the tears unseen and the cries turned low, she be lifting up the weight that the world let go. Every fact she finds got a purpose and pulse. Every case she touches makes the silence convulse. No cheap thrills, just grace and fire. Taking buried details higher and higher, where the whispers get drowned and the weak get missed. She's a soulful reminder they still exist. She can feel when the story ain't sitting right. So she walks through the dark just to bring back light. With that grown woman glow and infinite flare, she's reaching for the truth, 'cause it's waiting there. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. When Sean B talks truth, baby, everybody knew. She got that city soul, that uptown grace, and a mind that can read what time can't erase. So gather round close, let the story unfold. Some truths need a voice, some hearts need a hold, and she won't let the quiet just fade away. She's turning low whispers into words that stay. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness ride. Let the realness ride. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Sean B on the scene, bringing dark today, bringing dark today, giving lost names rhythm, giving silence a say. Like, share, subscribe, let the people come through. Sean B keeps it real, and she's speaking it true. Sean B, true crime, where the hidden gets revealed, and every story